I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I coach people. I try and help folks be more effective in the work environment. And that can be with job search, with hiring more effectively, with helping people with their management and leadership be more effective in the workplace in general. One of the common problems that people have is that they are bored. They are doing the same tedium over and over and over again. They feel underutilized, uninspired. They don't really care. And thus they blame their job, their employer, and a whole host of other factors outside of their control. Now, I just want to start by saying a lot of jobs do become boring, repetitious, tedious, and firms are doing less training these days to help people learn and grow within their organizations. What can you do? How can you get the thrill back again so that you're excited or at least find the workplace tolerable again? Now, there's a couple of different things that you can do. And one is rededicate yourself to the workplace and doing your job well. Playing little games with yourself to get you inspired. I'll speak of myself and from my previous career in recruiting, which is a classic example of someone who I was very good at it, but eventually it was boring to me. It was the same thing every day with very little change to it. For 40 years I did that. And at one point I tried to move on to something else, but met my wife in graduate school and continued on because we're going to have a house, a family, that sort of thing. And then eventually I got to a point where just couldn't do it anymore. And she and I agreed that what I could do is spend a year and a half doing coach training and then transition. Now, in this story is the awareness that number one is you recognize that there's a problem. Now, I became even better at my job when I went to grad school. That's the place where I met my wife. But it isn't because of her that I became better at the workplace. There was something that interested me that occupied my mind for at least part of the day. I spent 2 years in grad school like a maniac. Because as a headhunter, you have a lot of hours that you put in, and then add grad school and all the reading that goes into it for grad school. And I had to do a field placement, so I was paying for a part-time job of something like 15 to 20 hours a week as part of the program. So all I'm doing is working like a maniac, going to work, reading wherever I can for a few minutes, and then going home reading, doing more work reading, and on and on and on. But it got me excited again because I was doing something that really interested me. And when I decided not to pursue what I intended to through graduate school, I got reinvigorated at work from this process. And I would see a couple of people privately because I was going for a master's in social work with an eye toward being a therapist. And I saw a couple of patients on the side, and that would juice me. For you, and I'll get to the end of the story, for you, you may get to a point where you can do something part-time on the side to get your mind going again. You can rededicate yourself. You can go to school, see if your employer will pay for a program that will help you in an area of your interest. If not, you may have to foot the bill yourself. Work on the side part-time. And then from there, in my case, eventually I got to the point where I thought to myself, I've had enough of this. Went to training for coaching, and then spent a year and a half, I believe, segueing through the program into running a coaching practice. For you folks, it may start off with rededicating yourself to your craft, learning something new, applying it. Even my master's in social work, I was able to apply to my career in headhunting. And then later on, as I transitioned into coaching, it was exciting, scary, because it was a different way of earning my income. But at the same time, I don't look back. For you, The first place is rededicate yourself to something that's work-related. Put all your effort in, because no matter what you do, you're going to have to relearn effort. And then from there, start to think about, what can I do that interests me? What can I make interesting in my job? And I found things in interview preparation that I use today as a coach that helps me be far more effective than most coaches with interview prep. What can you do that will reinvigorate you in your work? Oh, there's nothing that will do that for me. Okay, and then what else are you going to do? We have to start exploring and talking to people about your areas of interest. Don't be a complainer. Start taking action and exploring other alternatives through informational interviews with people who are doing things that interest you, that you would like to do as well, and then finding out from them what they did that got them into that field. Hope you found this helpful. I'm Jeff Altman. Visit my website, thebiggamehunter.us. There's much more there that you can watch, listen to, or read to help you find work more quickly, to help you with hiring staff, to help you with managing and leading, to be just more effective at work and to enjoy it more. Also want to say, if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, at my website, there's a button on the home page. You can click it on that and schedule a free discovery call. Lastly, if you're watching on YouTube, you'll see a small icon in the lower right. Click on that. You'll be able to subscribe to my channel and get notifications when I release new content. Have a great day and take care.